Hi, this is a presentation of CoreFlow. CoreFlow is a flexible playground for integration, analysis, and modeling of complex data, in this case of biological data. In biology, we might have a goal, for example, to analyze a set of data that we obtained from mass spectrometry and to, in this case, get an estimation of the arginine to proline conversion. This is a complex analysis, or a complex set of analysis. So the goal of this internet-based application is to organize everything into smaller tasks and to present them as pipelines. So this is the main item in the menu, which shows you that we prepared here a number of tasks because all complex analyses can be split in smaller tasks or steps. Those are the steps. They are sorted here by their number. This is a floating number that helps for you to rearrange everything in whatever order you want. All the tasks together, the steps here are in a way, in your logical way, grouped in a thread. This is the name of the thread in green. In blue you have the name of the project, because multiple threads can belong to the same project. In this case we have two threads belonging to the SciLac project. The project may belong to an owner, like here Adrian, or it can belong to another entity which is also has an ownership of the projects. Let's examine very quickly what is a task composed of. So a task is defined by the elements that you have already seen, plus additional date of creation and update. It has an internal unique ID. It has the name that you have seen in the flowchart. In the flowchart here, for example, and it has also a number of those are the three most important fields. One is the description, and this is description in wiki format. Clicking by those buttons open the content of those corresponding fields in an editor. The editor is always works like an integrated development environment. Here you can see that a change in text will be represented as a change in the wiki format. You can save it easily, and then you can obtain the result here. Pressing the update button will save it into the database, so that whenever you want to refresh, you'll see by clicking on the wiki summary exactly what you have entered before. The second area here, a bit green, is dedicated for database management. It has a special language, SQL, structured query language. Again, this is presented in colored syntax. If somebody wants to know more about the syntax and the grammar of that language, it can click here to obtain a hyperlink. As usual, you can change here on the fly something. You can add some, this is my comment, for example, and you can obviously save it and you can run it. So whatever it's here, which creates some temporary tables and creates a summary, you can run, and after running it, this runs on a database server, and it's going to present, in this case it's not going to run, because there is another attribute that controls if the script can be run multiple times. This cannot be run a second time, preventing creation or destruction of some tables. But it's easy to take another example. For example, this one, it's a script, you run it, and you can get the results in a tabular format. Of course, you can also download. The result can be also attached to the task. Here is the management of of the particular attachments to this file, you enter some description of this particular attachment, then you choose a file from your folder. I'm going to pick a PDF here, and I'm going to attach it to this case. So this is my attachment. I can download it and view it. Other elements that can be changed, you can change the icon that is associated here very easily. You have seen also that you can save, for example, this particular script in a versioning system. Here you can see the differences between previous and current versions easily. The same thing can be said about the other field. The fourth field is the bluish one. This is mostly dedicated for the cases when somebody has a complex R or BioPython or Perl or other language script, and it's very similar in terms of how it works, and this is the resulting area where you can get a file that you can attach. One last thing about this page, you can set a quality control by setting here a name of a person that performs the quality control. This will make all the main fields read-only, so you cannot change almost anything, or not very easily. We must say that in cases where you have a complex correlation between tasks, one task passing information to the other and so forth, through the storing of the results in the database or attachments, then you can simply hover here, click, and see what is the relationship between the task. This task passes information or data to this one. Sometimes, of course, this is much more complex. Here you'll see just an example that is a bit more complex, and here's really a much more complex example where an external task, external to this thread, actually passes the information, or all the other ones depend on this one. While once you change it here, or the red one, then maybe you should take a look on all the others. This concludes mainly the presentation for today. This was just an overview of the interface. There are other elements to talk about later. Thank you very much, and goodbye.